feeling good today and that you have something delicious to eat. Thanks for tuning in for another episode of Weekly Ribbon Unravel, where we give you an English rundown of the previous week's events. Today, we are on episode 7! And this show was created to help international Ice Ribbon fans keep up to date with the happenings at Ice Ribbon and also to guide new fans or potential fans into the world of Ice Ribbon. This is a one-man show produced entirely by myself voluntarily, so if you enjoy the show, please do consider supporting via Super Chats or at the very least, watching the initial broadcast and participating in the live chat to help viewership and engagement. This show is pre-recorded and this particular episode was filmed on April 18th, Monday. However, during the initial broadcast, I am right there in the chat with you, so please join the conversation and chat with me and the others. You know, it was already warm for a while, but it seems like we've gone on a rewind a little bit since the weather got cold again. What gives, Japan Seasons? Make up your mind! Anyway, on with the news. We're going back a week from the day of recording. Now, let's look back at Kiku's fourth match in her journey of 5 matches. She was up against Ice Ribbon roster representative Tsukasa Fujimoto. She was given a rough time right off the bat, with Fujimoto dragging her all the way outside the ring.
PK の音がしましたけども、連発5発まだまだ4発
She had the chance for an offense, but it wasn't enough against Tsuka, and she was promptly brought back down. It seems her kicks can't hold up against Fujimoto's kicks, but she was able to reverse her body slam. Kiku fought hard, but in the end... Tsukasa Fujimoto defeats Kiku with the Go-Go Heaven.
バラバラな印象がありますけど、今日は気持ちが見えた、やられてもやられても立ち上がろうとしたその気持ちが見えた、その部分では私の今回の5番勝負4番目の、勝つ以外の目標を達成できた気がします。
以前に子供が学校から帰ってきてお友達にキクは負けてばっかで弱いねって言われて帰ってきたそうなんですけど、その言葉を聞いて申し訳ないなって、子供にまでやっぱり影響があるんだなって思って、もっと自慢できるお母さんでありキクでありたいと思ったので、もっと強くなっていろんな思いを背負って強くなって応援してもらおうって。
Oh, Kiku. Tsuka then reminds her that she has one last match left. Kiku responds by saying that she does have someone that she wants to face. She requested Kaho Matsushita as her next opponent. Good luck against your Doki, Kiku! On April 16th, we had our usual dojo match at the Ice Ribbon Dojo. Do you know how to get to the dojo? Let me show you.
I'm here at Nishikawaguchi Station. So Nishikawaguchi Station is the closest station to the dojo. Technically, the dojo is located in Warabi, but Nishikawaguchi is the closest station. So those are the turnstiles. And from here, I'm going to guide you to the dojo. So there's only one turnstile gate at Nishikawaguchi. It's still very early. It's like 6:30 in the morning right now, so the shops are still closed. But you would be seeing a bakery right where these shutters are, and that path goes to Skip City. That's to the east of the station. It goes to Skip City, but the dojo is in the west side of the station, so we're taking the west exit. There are stairs here, but if you have mobility issues, there's an elevator right there. This is Nishikawaguchi West exit. Nice point about this place, there are a lot of authentic Chinese restaurants here, and I don't mean like Chinese food that's been adjusted to the Japanese palate. I mean actual Chinese food, and the people, the patrons eating in the restaurants are Chinese immigrants, so it's really good Chinese food. My favorite one is like around here. All right. This convenience store is your last frontier, because after this you're not going to be seeing any more shops to buy food. So before coming to the dojo, if you want food, you should get some here. Oh look, they're having a Dragon Ball Z tie-in. On the left here is a little graveyard. Very little. Teeny tiny little graveyard. There's a better view of the trains from here. There's another one coming. Keihin Tohoku Line. Good morning, people going to work. I'm heading to work too. And what we have here is an elementary school. So in the afternoon, you can see kids practicing sports out in the field. There it is. The Ice Ribbon Dojo. And here we are. Welcome to the Ice Ribbon Dojo.
Alright, so keep that video so someday when you come to Japan, you know exactly how to get to the dojo and around it too. Tsukushi and Ishikawa did the opening greetings today, and Ishikawa introduced the official name for her princess unit. From now on, they will be called Kismet Princess. The name is a play on the word kismet, so it has a double meaning. First, that it is their destiny to be princesses, and second, that they are hoping for their prince to give them a kiss someday. Who is their prince anyway? And let's move on to the matches. First match, single match, 10-minute limit. Ibuki Hoshi versus Yuko Sakurai. Ibuki Hoshi defeats Yuko Sakurai at 8 minutes 16 seconds with a good ibunin. Second match, Triangle Ribbon, 15-minute limit. Yuki Mashiro versus Asahi versus Yappy. Mashiro pins Yappy at 6 minutes 44 seconds with a Mashimo. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Ah! Third match, single match, 10-minute limit. Tsukushi Haruka versus Saran. Tsukushi Haruka defeats Saran at 9 minutes 5 seconds with a diving foot stomp. And fourth match, tag match, 20-minute limit. Tsukasa Fujimoto and Kaho Matsushita versus Naoshikawa and Rina Amikura. Kaho Matsushita pins Naoshikawa at 15 minutes 13 seconds with a Falcon Arrow. Kaho seems to be on a roll, which gives her that extra boost of confidence she needed for her upcoming title match. Did she do well? Well, let's see as we move on to the events at Skip City. So Skip City is a building complex in Kawaguchi, just a 15-minute drive from the dojo. Let me take you around a little bit.
Hi, we're at Skip City now. So Skip City has two buildings. This is building A2 and this is building A1. Ice Ribbon's events happen at building A1. So let's go in there, see what the building is like. So here is A1. Ooh, what is that dome there? It looks very scientific. You'll see later. But we go through these doors. So nothing's happening today, but this convention hall is where Ice Ribbon's shows are held when we're in Skip City. But today it's very quiet. Now, the way this hall is built, you see the steel doors, and the walls of this hall is lined with the same material. You know, it's lined with steel walls. I'm wondering if that's the reason why Wi-Fi doesn't get through there, and which is why we can't live stream our shows from Skip City, because you can't get a signal in there at all. And this is really cool. Across the hall is a science museum. I've always wanted to go here, but you know, on match days I'm too busy. It's my chance to go now. Oh. Now we're exiting building A1, and over there is building A2. In building A2, there's this cool media museum that shows you how like movies and TV is made.
見たままに記憶したい。動きや音も伝えない。見たこともない世界を描きたい。後ろに怖そうな恐竜。じっとして。ダメだ、見つかった。じゃあ逃げるよ。追っかけてきた。ほら、じっとしてたらダメられちゃう。避けて、牙を避けて。危ない、逃げよけて。
Nice place, isn't it? I hope you folks overseas can come see it yourself someday. Now, let's move on to the match results. First match, tag match, 20-minute limit. Cherry and Kiku versus Naoshikawa and Rina Amikura. Cherry pins Rina Amikura at 10 minutes 25 seconds with the spring is coming. At the end of the match, Nao wonders if Cherry was lying about having a third member in their witch unit. Oh, but she's about to find out what the deal is soon enough. Stay tuned. Second match, tag match, 20-minute limit. Hamuko Hoshi and Yappy versus Yuna Manase and Totoro Satsuki. Totoro Satsuki pins Yappy at 10 minutes 16 seconds with a moving like a thunderstorm. I have to give it to them though, they did give me a good hossing, so I'll gratefully take my L this time. Third match, single match, 15-minute limit. Saori Ano versus Ibuki Hoshi. Saori Ano beats Ibuki Hoshi at 8 minutes 12 seconds with a Tom Tondo. Did I say that right? I'm not really good at saying French words. Saori may have won the match, but not without a nice souvenir from Ibuki. Ouch! Fourth match, 8-man tag match, 30-minute limit. Tsukushi Haruka and Rina Yamashita and Maiko Ozaki and Saran versus Yuki Mashiro and Maya Yukihi and Asahi and Yuko Sakurai. Asahi pins Tsukushi Haruka at 20 minutes 58 seconds with a schoolboy. Could this be a glimpse of things to come? We shall see. And the main event, 5th match, International Ribbon Tag Championship title match, 30-minute limit. Champion Saki and Hikari Shimizu versus challengers Tsukasa Fujimoto and Kaho Matsushita. Hikari Shimizu pins Kaho Matsushita at 23 minutes 21 seconds with the cutie special. The victory was short-lived though because in comes Totoro running Hikari over with a lariat to issue a challenge. Totoro announces that she and Yuna Manase will be fighting for the tag belt at Yokohama Budokan on May 4th. And after the show, a press conference was held to announce the full Yokohama Budokan fight card. There will be a total of 9 matches on this show. The first match is a showdown between the witches and the princesses. The witch unit has been officially named Sakigake Onna Juku, which translates to Preemptive Strike Mature Women. And the third witch has been revealed. It's Hiroyo Matsumoto! Cherry wasn't kidding when she said she's bringing in someone intense. So, the first match is Sakigake Onna Juku versus Kismet Princess 6-man tag match, 20-minute limit. Cherry and Hiroyo Matsumoto and Kiku versus Naoshikawa and Rina Amikura and Misa Kagura. Second match, tag match, 15-minute limit. Bunny Oikawa and Yappy versus Sumika Yanagawa and Sarang. Bunny and I talked about how we're dokis with only 1 day apart in our debut dates and how we consider each other the person that we're closest to among everyone in the dojo. But it's only been recently that we've been allowed to tag as just the two of us instead of a multi-person tag. I think Bunny is a great weapon. However, I'm also the only person who's good at knowing how to utilize Bunny as a weapon. And in this match, we are determined to show how we use our differences in both size and ability to fight. Next up, we have Tai Honma's return match. Ram Kai-cho is still unable to fight because of her broken wrist, but she will still be here as a support member of the team. Third match, Tai Honma's return match, 6-man tag match, 30-minute limit. Maya Yukihi and Yuko Sakurai and Natsumi with Ram Kai-cho versus Tai Honma and Saori Ano and Maika Ozaki. If you notice, this is also the only match in the show which is composed entirely of Ice Ribbon guests and regulars instead of Ice Ribbon roster members. And for the next match, it looks like it's time to put Kaho through the grinder because it's fourth match, special single match, 20-minute limit, Aja Kong versus Kaho Matsushita. Do your best, Kaho. This kind of match builds character after it breaks it down a little. Fifth match, Triangle Ribbon Championship title match, 15-minute limit. Champion Yuki Mashiro versus Makoto versus Rina Yamashita. This will be the 44th champion's second defense match. Mashiro said that she couldn't get the words out properly by just talking, so instead she put her thoughts into a letter, like an actual letter that she read in front of everyone.
はい、こんにちは、真城です。挑戦者の山下さんは、私が一人で段ボールのベルトを巻いてた時に、私のことを拾ってくれました。泣いてばかりですごくどうしようもない自分を優しく厳しくしてくださったのを覚えています。私にとって山下さんの存在はすごく大きくて、弱くてヘロヘロの時から私を成長してくださったので、だからこのベルトを取った時に山下さんとこのベルトをかけて挑戦したい、かけて試合をしたいなって思ったのが、はいそうですね、真城でした。はい、終わりました。はい。ご質問はございますでしょうか。
Oh, Mashiro, never change. Sixth match, International Ribbon Tag Championship title match, 30-minute limit. Champion Saki and Hikari Shimizu versus Totoro Satsuki and Yuna Manase. This will be the 55th champion's second defense match. Totoro Satsuki and Yuna Manase now have an official name for their tag team. Dekai in English means huge or enormous. And from here we have a triple main event. Seventh match, triple main event, ICE Cross Infinity Championship title match, 30-minute limit. Champion Tsukushi Haruka versus Asahi. This will be the 33rd champion's 7th defense.
つくしさんが小学生、中学生の頃に、大御所の方とシングルマッチをして面白いって認められているつくしさんを見て、それが自分はプロでも何でもないのにすごく悔しくて、だからつくしさんのことが大嫌いでした。その理由があって、私はアイスリボンの道場につくしさんのこと、理由を書いた上でつくしさんのことは嫌いですという手紙を送ったほどつくしさんのことが本当に大嫌いでした。覚えてますか？覚えてない。つくしさんは前しか見てない人なので覚えてないと思います。で、つくしさんがベルトを持って引退する意味があるのか、自分には理解ができないです。自分がアイスリボンのシングルのベルトを巻いて、今から今後お店に行くこと、そっちの方が意味があると思ってます。以上です。
この12年間
対戦相手組む人一人一人しっかりと考えながら一試合一試合大事にしてきて試合してきたつもりだし、ちゃんと朝日のことも見てますよ。はい、でもお客さんからしたら朝日のこのベルトを巻くっていうのじゃなくて期待の方が多いよね。認める？
はい。
認めるんだ。じゃあこのベルト取れないね。
Eighth match, triple main event, Tsukasa Fujimoto commemorative tag match, 30-minute limit. Tsukasa Fujimoto and Ibuki Hoshi versus Arisa Nakajima and Hikaru Shida.
去年の8月かな、伊吹とタイトルマッチを後楽園ホールでやったんですけれども、そこで自分はその時アイスリボンは解散するというふうに言われていた時期なので、プロレスで悩んでいた時期でもありました。ただ伊吹とシングルをしてそのプロレスの悩みが解決したというか、やっぱり試合で全て吹っ飛ぶんだなっていうのを伊吹から教わったので、伊吹だったらそのプレッシャーにも耐えてくれるし、アイスリボンをこれから引っ張ってくれる、いやむしろ今引っ張ってくれてる、そう感じたので、もう伊吹しかいないと思って自分の隣に選ばせていただきました。
Ninth match, triple main event, Tsukushi Haruka's retirement tag match, 30-minute limit. Tsukushi Haruka and Tsukasa Fujimoto versus Hamuko Hoshi and Nanae Takahashi.
でもつくしが引退するなんてやっぱりやだ、おかしいだろ私は最後まで信じません。
大好きなお姉ちゃんのような存在です。引退を決めた時に一番先にハムさんに相談をしました。つくしのやりたいことをやった方がいいよって言って、もうやばい、七重さんに憧れてプロレスラーになってアイスリボンのトップのベルトまで巻く強い選手になりました。
5月4日アイスリボン横浜武道館大会、ぜひ見に来てください。プロレスでハッピーアイスリボン。
Woo, what a card! It's gonna be a big show, so I hope you look forward to it. And here are the upcoming matches for the coming week. April 23rd, Saturday, 2 p.m. Japan time. Dojo match 1194 at the Ice Ribbon Dojo. Club Ice Ribbon members can watch this show live on YouTube. April 23rd, Sunday, 12 o'clock noon, Rifu Ribon. We also have Ice Ribbon roster members participating in other promotions. April 26th, Tuesday, Pochari Pro Wrestling, Yappy! April 27th, Wednesday, Mia Koko's production show, Tsukushi Haruka. April 28th, Thursday, Pro Wrestling Wave, Tsukasa Fujimoto and Tsukushi Haruka. And now this week's Q&A. Can you show us how you tighten and adjust the ropes in your ring? Sure thing. To keep the ropes in good condition, we actually don't keep them tightened for more than one day. Always, whenever there's a day that we need the ring, we're going to tighten the ropes, and then at the end of the day, when nobody else is going to be using the ring, we loosen them again to minimize the wear and tear on the ropes. To prepare the ropes, you first start with the wires under the ring. In the center is the main spring, and the ropes hold it in place to keep the spring centered. First, we tighten the diagonal wires, and then the vertical and horizontal wires. Then, we adjust the wires little by little until the spring is centered. Although, sometimes, as Saran demonstrates here, it will need a little kick. When the spring is centered, we confirm it by giving the ring a few jumps. When the spring is confirmed to be properly placed, we then adjust the perimeter ropes. Then, We climb up on the ring and adjust the ring ropes. It's the job of the person with the shortest career to lead the adjustment. The best way to do it is to have one person at each corner because you want the adjustments to be done evenly between all corners.
664はい
Always start turning from the third rope going up. We do one big adjustment first, and then do smaller adjustments until the ropes are perfect. Always let the leader know you finished your adjustments by yelling,
書きました
which means I turned it, so they know they can move on with further adjustments.
一周半 はい
And when all adjustments are done, make
ました
sure you thank everyone.
ありがとうございます
So, is it similar or different to how ropes are adjusted in wrestling rings in your country? And next question is a simple one. I've seen some people call Saki and Hikari Shimizu's team Galaxy Punch, and I've seen some people call it Galaxy Punchy. Which is correct? So this probably has something to do with how Japanese words are formed. See, Japanese sounds never end in consonants with the exception of the letter N. So there is no sound in Japanese that ends in just ch. So instead, they use the sound chi. The word punch itself is an English loan word in the Japanese language, but written in Japanese characters becomes punchy. So the way it's pronounced might differ from person to person, but the proper English name is Galaxy Punch. If you have any other questions at all about Ice Ribbon or Japanese wrestling in general, please feel free to send them by DM to the Ice Ribbon English Twitter account. I'll select a question or two to answer every week. And with that comes the end of this week's Weekly Ribbon Unravel. Thanks for tuning in today, and I hope you guys enjoyed today's show. Thank you for all your support, and I look forward to reporting for you again next week. And so now to close the show, when I say be happy with pro wrestling, I want you to yell in the comments, Ice Ribbon, are you ready? Be happy with pro wrestling, Ice Ribbon!